Greetings to all. I am Dr.V.PalaniKumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Bishop College, Trichy. Today I am going to take a lecture in the topic of income tax law and practice. Income tax law and practice comes under direct tax. Income tax law and practice is classified into 5 types. First one, income from salary. Second one, income from house property. Third one, income from capital gain. Fourth one, income from other sources. Fifth one, income from business or profession. In this heading, in these 5 types of heading, I am going to take a lecture in income from salary. Income from salary. Salary definition. Salary definition comes under section 17, subsection 1. Any amount or benefit received by the employee is considered for his service from his employer is called salary. It includes both monetary and non-monetary benefits provided by the employer. Salary will be received at the end of the month. It is given by the employer to his employee for his service. The salary may be received in monetary benefits and non-monetary benefits. It such include as wages, any annuity or pension, any fees, commission, allowances, any perquisites or profit in lieu of salary, any advance salary, any leave salary, any creditor to a recognized provident fund, any contribution made by the central government in the previous year to the employee under pension scheme referred to section 80 CCD. Basic charges, which comes under section 15. Salary is chargeable to tax either on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. As per section 15, any salary due in the previous year by an employee or a former employer, a salary which can be received from his present employer or from the former employer. Any salary paid in the previous year by the employer or his former employer. Any arrear salary means salary which has to be received in the previous month, it will be received in the current month. Any arrear salary paid in the previous year by an employer or a former employer, if it is not charged, this should be taken as a note. If it is not charged in the earlier year, it will be treated as arrear salary and it will be taxable in the current year. Any salary, bonus, commission due to or received by the partner shall not be regarded as salary. It shall be taxable under the head 28. Salary received from the partner will not be considered as a salary. Though the salary is normally paid in the next month, it becomes due at the end of the month itself. So it will be on due basis. Next one. Next to salary, allowances will be charged. Allowances means a fixed amount payable to an employee in addition to his salary to meet some specific purpose. Salary plus allowances. Fully taxable salary. This allowances is classified into 3 types. First one, fully taxable allowances. Second one, partly taxable allowances. Third one, fully exempted allowances. In fully taxable allowances, DNS allowance, city compensatory allowance, project allowance, medical allowance and tiffin allowance will be calculated. Partly taxable allowance, house rent allowance, entertainment allowance, educational allowance, hostel allowance and terrible area allowance, underground allowance will be calculated. Fully exempted allowance, foreign allowance, allowance to the High Court and Supreme Court judges and allowance to the employee who are working in UNO, United States Organization, will be fully exempt from tax. House rent allowance. House rent allowance comes under section 10, subsection 13A. House rent allowance is an amount given by the employer to his employee to meet the expenses in connection with a rent of her accommodation. For calculating a rent, the house rent allowance HRA is taken. In this head, 4 types can be we have to consider. In these 4 types, the least of the amount should be considered. The least of the following is exempt from tax. First one, actual HRA amount is received. Second one, 40% of the salary or 50% of the salary. 50% if an employee works in Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta and Chennai, 50% of salary should be considered. Other cities, 40% of the salary should be taken. Third one, rent paid minus 10% of the salary should be taken. In this three amount, the least amount, the lowest amount should be taken for exempted HRA. Here for salary calculation, basic salary, DA forming part plus percentage commission on sales should be taken as a salary. Next one, entertainment allowance. Any amount received as an entertainment allowance by government allowance, it should be first included in the total income and claim deduction under section 16 subsection 1. This entertainment allowance is exempted for only government employee, not for private employee. For this, the least of the following should be considered. 1/5 of the salary, rupees 5,000, actual amount received as EA. The least of the amount should be taken. Here, salary includes only basic salary, not other should be considered. Education allowance. Education allowance is given by the employer to his employee. Rupees 100 per month per child, maximum up to 2 child will be considered as an exemption. Hostel allowance. Hostel allowance is given by an employer to his employee. Rupees 300 per month per child, maximum up to 2 children are allowed as exemption. Underground allowance. It is provided by the employee who is working in mines. It is exempted at rupees 800 per month. Terrible area allowance. It is provided to those who are working in terrible area. It is exempted up to rupees 200 per month. Next one, transport allowance. It is provided to meet the expenditure for commuting between the office and the resident. Rupees 3,200 per month only for the person, only for the employee who is blind or handicapped, it will be considered. It is provided to meet the expenditure for commuting between the office and his resident. Next one, perquisites. Perquisites comes under section 17 subsection 2. Perquisites is also called as perks. Perquisites means any casual emoluments or benefit attached to an officer in addition to the salary or wages. Types of perquisites. Perquisites taxable in all cases. Perquisites taxable in specified as a C. Exempted perquisites. Specified as a C. Section 17 subsection 2 class 3 and director of a company, full-time director or part-time director will be considered. An employee who has more than 20% of voting power in shares will be also called as a specified assessee. A third one, employee whose total salary exceeds rupees 50,000 is also called as a specified assessee. Next, rent-free unfurnished accommodation. If an employer is provided rent-free unfurnished accommodation, it is taxed to all. It is taxed to all except the judges of High Court or Supreme Court, officials of Parliament, union ministers and leader of opposition party. Next comes gratuity. Gratuity is a type of special allowance. Gratuity is a lump sum amount paid by the employer to the employee in appreciation of his her past service. At the time of retirement, this amount will be given. This gratuity is classified into three types. First one, death cum retirement gratuity. Second one, gratuity under the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972, other gratuity. Next, pension. This comes under section 17 subsection 1 and 2. Pension is a periodical payment. It is a periodical payment made by an employee to his employee after his or her retirement. The pension can be classified into two types. First one, commuted pension and then uncommuted pension. Commuted pension, the benefit received by the government employee under commuted pension scheme is totally exempt from tax. It will not be calculated for tax purpose. If he receives gratuity, 1/3 of the full commuted pension, it is eligible for exemption. If he does not receive gratuity, half of the full commuted pension is exempted. Commuted pension is calculated in two methods, 1/3 of the pension and half of the pension. Thank you.